What makes SEC football so exciting? It's the pageantry, their tradition, the excitement, the desire to win, and especially the partying. In each episode, I will focus on each element to give you the best perspective of what Southern football is all about. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as I take you on Stingray on the Street. Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Stingray on the Street. Now, today we are at the Walk of Champions here in Oxford, Mississippi, as we get ready to see Auburn and Ole Miss from Vaughn-Hemingway Stadium. Now, Auburn and Ole Miss come into this game very different paths. Auburn is coming off 2 losses to Mississippi State and Tennessee. Ole Miss, on the other hand, is coming into this game after a come-from-behind win last week against Arkansas. So before this game kicks off, let's go on ahead and get a pulse from some of the fans from both sides. Hey guys, I'm standing here with Trey Lamar, a former player here at Ole Miss, and man, I gotta say, that's pretty exciting. Talk about your days as a player.
Good times, good times. I was just checking out the new Letterman walk, and so anyway, it brought back some good memories.
Awesome. And while you were playing, obviously, since y'all were playing Auburn today, talk about some of the matchups that y'all had with Auburn.
Ooh, we had some good ones. I'm the same age as Eli Manning, and 38 years old as we stand here, so hard to believe Eli's still playing ball.
Yes.
But we had some good times. Had some good teams back then. Coach Kirk Liff was a really good coach. Big fan of Coach Cut. Super good guy and a good football coach.
Awesome. All right, obviously, coming into this game, Ole Miss is coming off of a huge come-from-behind win. How do you feel about the Auburn-Ole Miss matchup this week?
Well, it was good to get the bear off our back a little bit with Arkansas going back. You mentioned, you asked about old games. I was here for the 7 overtime game. Right here in the stadium. So
yes.
Arkansas's had our number for quite a few years, so it's good to get that.
Hey, I'm here with Blake, an Auburn fan, and so obviously Auburn is coming off 2 heartbreaking losses to Mississippi State and Tennessee. So going into this game, how do you feel about Gus Malzahn and his job security?
You know, a lot of people have been questioning Gus and whether he should stay or go, and I think your career can't be defined on a game or 2. Everyone has a bad game, and I think we need to give him the rest of the season, even next season, to see if he can prove himself.
Awesome. Well, are you nervous about the Ole Miss game today?
You know, coming off some hard losses, I won't lie, it's going to be hard to even walk in the stadium, but I'm looking forward to seeing Auburn play. We don't necessarily play well at 11 o'clock, but I'm looking forward to it and seeing how our boys play today.
Come on, baby.
after a hard-fought game. Now that the game is over, let's see the pulse from the Auburn and Ole Miss fans as the season moves on.
I felt like our chances were good today. Auburn's always going to be talented. You just can't trade field goals for touchdowns.
How do you feel about Matt Luke, the guy who was the interim coach last year? After the Mississippi State win, he becomes the head guy. How do you feel about Matt Luke? Do you like him?
Matt Luke is an Ole Miss guy, and Matt Luke came on as a GA when I was here as a player.
Right.
So I've got a long history of knowing about Matt Luke. Matt Luke is a hard worker, and I support Matt Luke 100%. Right.
Ultimately, if he is to keep his job, because there's a lot of turmoil, especially with the defense this year, what do you think he must do? Do you think he must win the Egg Bowl again?
Well, I think Matt Luke showed a lot of resolve along with our players in the last Tuesday Bowl. Played very hard, and I expect Matt to continue to do that. I think Matt needs to keep working hard, and he's that kind of guy. He'll continue to work hard and build this program back to where it needs to be.
Awesome. All right, real quick, moving away from the game, obviously there's been a lot of mascot changes over the past few years. Y'all went from the Rebels to the Black Bears and then to the Rebel Land Sharks. Which mascot do you like? Should you have become the Land Sharks, or do you wish you were still the Black Bears?
Man, I wouldn't care if they stuck football out there. It's called Rebel football. Right. I don't get up in the middle of a lot of mascot. Typically, usually I'm a tradition man.
Right.
So, but the students voted on the Land Shark, even though I don't agree with it. I certainly respect that. At the end of the day, when you put your hand down on the ground,
yep,
you're not really worried about the mascot standing on the sidelines.
Yes, absolutely. All right, and finally, excuse me, got a lot of games still to come. How do you feel Ole Miss finish out the rest of the year? Because you still got a game with obviously A&M and Penn State.
South Carolina?
Yes.
Keep working hard. I think we never quit. Just keep working hard. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, we'll keep working hard. And there's some good football players on this team.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody will tell you we're not where we want to be. We're not reached that goal yet, but we've got some good ball players. Combine that with hard work, I'm a believer. Keep the faith.
Thank you so much for your time, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
And obviously, this was a huge win for y'all today. So, how do you think the rest of the season plays out? Because you got a bye week, then A&M, Georgia, and then, of course, Alabama.
Yes, this is a huge win today. It's a win on the road. That's something that we've struggled with over the past couple of years. And I think if you can take this momentum and use this to beat A&M, that'll traject us into beating Georgia and Bama. We're a momentum team, so you got to capitalize on this opportunity.
All right, and finally, after the bye week, A&M comes to Auburn. Give me your prediction for that game.
A&M. I'm not really sure about their program. Personally, I'm going to call it 23-13.
Thank you so much for your time, buddy. And you got anything else you want to say to the camera?
Hey, War Eagle, y'all.
Hook 'em horns! OU sucks!
Obviously, we're here at the Grove in Oxford, Mississippi, but look at here.
Hook 'em horns! Hook 'em horns!
All right, so what are you guys doing here?
Hey, we just decided, we got bye week this week. We said we'll go to the Grove, check out some SEC football while we're here, see what all comes with it, and we're liking it so far.
Well, how would you say that the SEC stacks up with the Big 12?
Sure. But overall, I think probably divisionally they have a higher average team rate.
Right.
But I think especially this year, there's always the teams that stand out in the Big 12,
right?
Especially in regards to OU has a good team this year. Herman's starting to find his groove in Texas,
right?
And we're really, he's just winning games. That's what we love to see.
Well, let's talk about your Longhorns for a second. Obviously, huge win last week against OU. Did you actually attend that game?
Yes, I did. That was 2 weeks ago, and we all went down there, and I mean, I thought that's the best our offense has looked in, past 4 or 5 years, I think. A little stumble at the end, but we came through, and both our defense and our offense showed out, and that was huge. It was huge.
Awesome. Who do you think ultimately gets into the Big 12 championship? Do you think it's a Red River rivalry rematch?
That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm thinking. I think Sam had a little injury last week, but he'll be back. He'll be back for Okie State, and I think we're gonna take it to West Virginia and ultimately seal the deal against OU and Dallas for the Big 12 championship.
Okay. And do you think with that win over them twice, do you think we get into the 14 playoff?
I think if we take care of business in the Big 12 championship, I think it's no doubt.
Right.
It's no doubt we'll be in the playoff, and that'll be. I mean, it's gonna be a tough time to beat OU twice. I think, but I'm confident in Herman and the team, and I think by the end of the year we'll be one of those 4 teams.
Okay, awesome. And finally, I've got to ask, since you're with Texas, how do you feel about the rivalry with the Aggies being dropped, and do you want it to come back?
Absolutely, I want to come back. There's nothing I love more than whooping on some Aggies, and I haven't seen that in so long, and I missed that rivalry. It was good for both teams, and I'd love to, even if it's SEC Big 12, I think it'd be awesome because there's still a little interconference rivalry there. And love to see it. Love to see it.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for your
time.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Enjoy
it,
the SEC.
Absolutely.
And I'll go ahead and do it for you.
Hook 'em horns.
Yes, sir. Well, that was a huge win for the Auburn Tigers, and unfortunately the Ole Miss Rebels dropped one here at home, 31-16 to the Auburn Tigers, and Auburn and Ole Miss now are both on bye weeks. South Carolina comes here to face Ole Miss in 2 weeks, and A&M goes to Auburn in 2 weeks. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the Stingray on the Street. Until next time, stay cool.